Good morning. Please can you tell me your name, job title and who you work for?
My name is Christiana Evans and I am a locality manager for an organisation called Skills for Care, who are a sector skills council for adult social care. Skills for Care is a national organisation and we set the standards for the workforce and training of the adult social care workforce to ultimately help them to achieve better outcomes for the people that they support.
Thanks, Christiana. And I know that you cover the Somerset area, which is why we're having the conversation. And social care covers many different roles. Could you give an overview of these?
Yes, there are, as you say, many different roles in adult social care. You can be a care worker, and so that might involve going into working in a care home or delivering care and support in somebody's own home. And that might include personal care, so maybe helping them get up in the morning, helping them to prepare meals, that type of thing. You can be a support worker, which doesn't involve personal care, but you will support them to achieve different things throughout their daily life. So you might take somebody out, you might support an individual to go swimming, or an individual to go shopping, or to meet their friends and family, that type of thing. You can be an occupational therapist. You can be a registered nurse working in social care, or a nurse associate, which is not quite a nurse, but you would support and deliver some nursing activities. You can be a chef in a care home. You can be an activities coordinator. You can be a personal assistant, which is when you would work for an individual who would be your employer. Somebody like that might employ sort of a small team of people to support them to do their everyday living. You can be a registered manager, you can be a trainer and deliver the education and the training for the workforce. You can be a commissioner, work in a local authority and commission services. So there is a vast range of different roles.
Thank you, Christiana. And what do people find rewarding and equally challenging about working in social care?
So when I go out and about and when I do meet lots of people and care workers, I'm always struck by how enthusiastic they are. And what they say to me is that they just love helping the people to live their lives. And they love the fact that they have a real opportunity to make a real difference in people's lives in a positive way. Every day is different. So there's lots of variety in their work. There's an opportunity to progress and do on-the-job training, so you can work your way up quite quickly with a lot of support. You can choose flexible hours that can suit your own lifestyle. But as I said, really what appeals to a lot of people is working with individuals to help them achieve their dreams and goals that otherwise, without that little bit of care and support, they may not be able to do that. It can be challenging as people's needs will vary. It can be a complicated system to navigate. It can be sometimes difficult, for example, to manage tensions between supporting the wishes of an individual if their family think that might not be best for them. So that can be sometimes difficult. It can be a lot of responsibility in training, but it is a fantastic opportunity to progress, as I said, and to have a real long-standing career that makes a difference.
Thank you. Would there be opportunities in that diverse range of roles in Somerset?
Yes.
Now and in the future?
Yes, there will be. There will be many different opportunities across Somerset. People will always need care and support, and people's needs are changing, and people are living longer, and people want to stay in their own homes for longer, and they're living with various conditions for longer as well. So actually, it's the growth sector. So there will be many opportunities, and if you wanted to look for those, you could look in your local job centre plus. You could look at the Somerset County Council website. You could look at the Proud to Care website, which is the local recruitment initiative to supporting Somerset County Council and providers across Somerset. You could consider work experience. So you could contact your local providers now, go in and spend an afternoon or a day, and you can always check the local papers and things like that as well.
Thank you. And what skills or attributes would you be looking for in the workforce?
I think really it comes down to values. If you have the right values to work in social care, then all the training and the experience can come once you get into the sector. It's really about having the right person. So that really means that, if you're enthusiastic, if you are caring, if you like working independently but also as part of a team, if you like supporting people, if you like helping people to achieve the best outcomes that you can for them. I mean, if you think of times in your own life when you maybe have helped a friend out of a difficult situation, or given somebody advice, or just listened to somebody, and that's the type of values that people need to work in social care.
What advice would you give to someone looking to get started in this sector?
Well, I would advise them to look at the Skills for Care website, and particularly the Think Care Careers section. And within that section, you can do a quiz that would ask questions of whether or not that you think that you've got the right values and what it takes to work in care. It also gives different examples and case studies of care settings. So it goes into more detail about the job roles and ways to start your career in care. So I would say that was a good starting point. You could also look at the Every Day is Different website, which is part of the National Recruitment Campaign for Social Care. And there's lots of videos and things like that on there, and quizzes, again, to sort of see whether or not you think a career in care is right for you. And like I said, you could look at opportunities to get in touch with your local care provider, to think about any volunteering opportunities and get some work experience.
And finally, could you set a simple practical task for someone interested in this area that they could try at home?
Yes, you could try help supporting somebody to feed themselves, or actually give them a meal, because there are some people that would need support with that. You could help somebody to make themselves a cup of tea or preparing a meal, or you could support somebody to make a video call to a relative. These are all different things that people in the community and in care homes and in their own homes will need support with. So you could try any of those things.
Excellent. Thank you. Well, that'll be something for people just to have a go at whilst they're considering what their next steps might be. And thank you for your time there, Christiana.